Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Evangelist, and this is Kreon, Battle Changer Optimus Prime. I really hope this goes well. I've not messed with one of these yet. This is the most interesting Kreo thing I've seen in, like, years, and I've kind of lost my passion for Kreons, little minifigures, so I hope this goes well. I hope I end up liking this, because I would like to, but I don't know anymore, man. Okay, so there's stickers. Good start. Pretty big package for, well, okay. Pretty big package for this bag of parts. So, I guess I can zoom in a little bit more than I thought. It's not to say that I dislike Kreo altogether now, but the sets haven't really been doing anything for ages. I did a V-build of one from Age of Extinction, and it was kind of a glorious mess. So, I don't know. And the minifigures, I got that San Diego set, and that really felt like a last hurrah for me. Because the combiners, I thought they were really neat at first, and really fast they stopped being neat. The blind bag minifigures were pretty neat, but the moment they stopped putting codes on the bags, I found that I didn't want to even engage with the blind bag buying style for those things. Which I guess says a whole lot about what I was really into those for. I was just trying to complete a set. So this booklet is just a poster, which is irritating as all hell. So I'm going to be cutting back and forth a whole lot, I think. Let's get going on this leg. So I want one of these. I also haven't, since that Age of Extinction set, I have not actually built a Kreo thing. So I don't know if Kreo has improved their build quality at all. I guess we'll find out over the course of this, since we're ostensibly building a transforming action figure out of it. I do not care for the way this instruction sheet works. Oh well. Gotta find one with a rod. Here's one with a rod. Colors look nice. Like, I gotta give them that. And we're sealing up these two pieces. Alright, that's some basic build stuff happening. That feels good. Putting a red thing on here. And what else? Need a twosie. Boom. Alright, oh, this is gonna get complicated now. Alright, I gotta get this thing in a wrench. I was real happy to see this when it got revealed at some event, I think at a toy fair. Just the concept of, like, hey, we're gonna try building a transforming transformer out of Kreo. I was like, oh, good, finally! I didn't know if the build talent was there at the Kreo team to even attempt to do something like this. But at this point, man, I don't care if it is or isn't. They gotta. I mean, there's a whole bunch of new Kreo sets out for Robots in Disguise, and they look a whole lot like the Age of Extinction ones. I got, like, negative interest. Oh, I gotta build the wheels. I forgot. Put the tires on the axles. Well, the tires feel nice and squishy. Hopefully that doesn't end up going wrong down the road. But as it is right now, fresh out of the package, oh, they feel nice and squishy. Okay. What else are we doing? Oh, right. So now I have to get all the way around to the other side of this page here. Okay. It looks like there's a way I can kind of flip back and forth through this like a book, except in only the most irritating way I think I've ever seen. So, I don't know. We'll survive, but I just need a gray thing with a ball socket joint on it. Here we go. And we're sticking this in like this. That feels good. Yeah, it's got nice tension. Hopefully that tension lasts. Alright, so I'm standing this up and flipping this forward. Am I, like, transforming this while I'm building it, or what? Oh, so that's one leg done. Okay, so we're going to do that all over again. Let's see. I did this once. Hopefully I remember how to do it. I don't mean to begrudge, by the way, anyone who has stuck with Kreo. Like, Kreo and Constructabots, when they launched, I was not against the ideas. There's cool stuff going on. I think that there were decent concepts and intents behind everything, but Man, I don't know. I think that I was saying this on the WTF and TFW podcast, that I had a real, like, jarring moment when I basically encountered, newer Mega Blocks that feel good and not terrible. And it kind of put Kreo into a new and somewhat uglier light for me, where I realized, oh, I think I don't have the patience for ones that don't work anymore. So that's on me, you know. I'm the one who's not able to put in the time and effort to better appreciate what's going on, despite some of the flaws of the blocks at hand. But let's see if they improved any of the blocks in hand here. This build's going fine so far. Where's this going on here? Like, as far as building a pair of brick-built robot legs, I don't think anything's going terribly wrong. Get these in, and I think we'll be done the legs, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be able to move on to newer, fresher pastures. Yes, we are ready to move on to newer, fresher pastures. Here we go! Oh, wait, not done yet. There's one more flip of the instructions to do. Okay. Yeah, I need to get that ball socket piece in. Which way am I going here? Right. And then there's a crotch piece to attach these to. Looks like a... No, that's not a regular Kreon crotch piece. It looks like something I've not seen before. Unless... No, this is a regular Kreon crotch piece. But, oh! The plastic looks nicer. Let's see what happens. Wait. What way am I doing this? Am I doing this all wrong? No? Okay. So this is supposed to go in like that. Alright. Well, it's not ripping itself apart, so that's a good start. And I'm going to reorient the instructions, and we'll come back in a more organized fashion in just a second. Hey, look, it's all cleaner, and anyway, I have to do a lot of flipping of this booklet over here, but I'm going to do that all off-screen, because what's the point of seeing it? I don't know. I don't think there is one. It's just a reminder of our inability to imagine that we have to create within the confines. Anyway, we're going to build a torso. And I think this is an actual Kreon torso. Yeah, it is. So there is a real Kreon at the core of this that is being worked on. I think that's kind of a cool concept. I'm not sure if it's only going to be cool as far as the word concept. We'll find out as this build goes on. But we're doubling up this guy's brick buildable vest shirt. So I kind of like that. That's the thing I think I liked seeing on smaller Kreons, if it happened on them. I can't remember anymore because it's been a while. Now I'm building him a grill. Nice. Proper grill action. I do have one more of these. I got this guy and Bumblebee. And I'm going to build that Bumblebee regardless of what happens with this. But I saw the 2-packs recently, and I saw the 2-pack with Soundwave. And I don't really care about the Ratchet either way, but that Soundwave coming with the little minions and, you know, using them as accessories in the vehicle mode, I thought that looked super cool, and I almost bought it, but I was like, I really should see how this goes first with this one. So I don't know if I'm going to pursue it any farther, but hey, if anyone out there got a hold of that 2-pack, if it is, like, super friggin' cool and I'm totally missing out, let me know. If it's a total horror story and I should stay far away from it, also let me know. I just thought that the Soundwave Battle Changer Kreon dude looked kind of neat. And I like that he came with his minions, similar to how they came in the San Diego set. I thought that was a cool take on things. And I gotta fold this thing in over itself. That's interesting. And hey, we're attaching this. We got a torso done. Cool. Attaching this up here. Oh, yeah, here's the big moment. Does the KRE-O waist joint still pry itself apart upon receiving any impact friction? It does not seem to. Hey, that's an improvement already. That's like a fix to the thing that ruined a lot of the combiners. That's great. Okay, now we're building a thing. So I got to put a sticker on one of these parts. Oh dear. Which sticker am I doing? This one. I don't have my knife with me. Hopefully, you know what? I'll use a flathead. I got a flathead right here. So I don't get too many finger oils all over this stuff. And how's the fit on this? Not perfect, but it's okay. Okay. I'm alright with that. We're flipping this upside down. Okay. And sticking one of these on. And then we need a clamper on the other side. Flip the page, because that makes sense to have 3 rows of flippable pages on your instructions. Okay. What's that piece? Is it another ball socket piece? Oh, it's this thing. That's interesting. I'm going to chance the autofocus here again. Maybe we'll zoom in a bit. Should be fine. And I want the ball socket sticking out that way. I want the pipe sticking up this way. Okay. And then what? 3-parter to seal this up. And then I got to sticker another thing. Which one am I doing? I want this one. Can't get the seam. Here we go. So these things I think I'm going to want to have happening on a similar plane on both of these. But I'll take a chance and I'll just put it like this. Hopefully I don't end up with misaligned windows on the final vehicle mode. I might hold off on the other sticker, actually, until I get this into its quote-unquote vehicle mode. Just so I can be sure it all aligns properly. Alright. Now what? Another sticker! Don't spoil me with these riches. This is a one-off sticker for one of his arms. Guess it means his other arm is just going to go entirely undetailed. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Well, that was probably entirely out of focus. I apologize, everyone. I guess I'm going to have to try to lock a focus here. It's just a shame, because brick building is very... It's real simple to say, oh, just lock the focus and keep your fingers in this, you know, plane here. But it's so easy to go like, oh, I'll just take a closer look at this. And then boom. Everything's ruined! I need something with a ridge on it. This has a ridge on it. And then... those round ones with the hooks, the clamps. I'll zoom out a bit because that's starting to look terrible. And what else do I need? Need a grill piece. And then flip this over. What? And then flip it this way. Time to build another wheel. Oh, we're going to bring a whole bunch of this stuff together. That's exciting. So we're taking this thing, and where's that other thing I made? Here we go. So we got all this mush. I guess we're clipping this together. And then... oh, I'm going to build one more thing and then flip some stuff. So I want one of these. And then one of these. And what else? Flat one. Going for some snot style building here. And then a smokestack. Alright. And then sticking this on this way. I don't know what I just made there, but folding this up and then folding this up. And then... wait, is that it? 29 and 30. Okay, that's it. So we've made an arm here, I believe. So we're going to do most all of that one more time. And I figure I'll just do it all here on camera this time. I won't time skip us anything. But if you do want to skip ahead, then you know, best of luck to you. And I hope you're able to pull it off without too much heartache. Because I am going to place another sticker. This is a sticker that will go on the side of the vehicle mode, so I'm not super worried about lining this up perfectly with the other one. But I think that when we get to the other front windshield sticker, I am going to leave that off until I have this thing in a vehicle mode so I can really properly get everything placed. And put one of these in here. The bright side, I don't have to search for parts very much anymore because we're running low. This is a pretty simple little build. It's like, it was, I think, 89 pieces it said, or something like that. It wasn't very many pieces. Package was way too big, in my opinion. So much wasted cardboard, so much wasted shelf space. But them's the breaks. I don't work in packaging. There are probably reasons why all those things happen. And there are probably people who went to school to learn why those reasons are those reasons. So, hopefully, the education system is working. Okay. So put this aside for now. And let's get going on this. An undecorated arm. And one more piece of grill. There are not many pieces left. There's not much else to do here. Making our last wheel. Blam! And then we're sticking this... Whoop. Oh, this part's on upside down. Good to know. Anyway, sticking that on there. Blamming that into there, and then let's build his arm. Where am I going here? Like this, then we gotta get all snot, put that flat piece on top. Grab us a smokestack. And then... boom! Alright. So how are we flipping this around? Boop, boop, boop. Alright, time to assemble some armage. Whoop. So... how does this work? The one with the decoration goes on that side. Right, okay. Really? Is that supposed to actually... oh, that's a smaller ball socket joint, that's why. Interesting. Whoops. It's going well. It's going real well. This is a new piece, I think. This works with the Kreon shoulder ball socket, so that's kind of cool. Unless it's happened elsewhere, and I'm just not aware of it. Oh, this is going to be troublesome, isn't it? This is what I was talking about. Oh, man. Okay. Let's just get that all back together properly. Come on, KRE-O tolerances, you can do it! And we'll get this one stuck in over here. Hopefully with a little bit less trouble. Okay. Okay. And then, okay, we've got to hand him his gun. Pop his hat on. Blam, it's Optimus Prime. Okay, let's see. How does this thing feel before I get over to that vehicle mode? Those ball socket joints staying connected. The main thing is the ball socket joints on first contact have a really nice smooth tension, and they seem to be holding steady. Getting them on was tricky because I was pushing against all these sandwiched, flapjacked pancake stacks of pieces and pushing them all apart, but now that it's on there, I shouldn't be exerting that pressure there anymore. So let's have a go at transforming this thing and see how all that works. Because I actually have not looked up anything about how this works. So I'm a little excited. If you'll bear with me here. Oh, here's where, alright. See, that would have been the moment of terrible truth. So, whoop. Well, different terrible truth took place, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, this is still KRE-O. Oh man. Okay. Oh geez. Yeah, this is starting to remind me of the combiners a little bit. It's like I'm trying to do stuff with things that are super not meant to be doing precisely all the stuff that's happening here. Oh, it doesn't help because we stacked those two cape pieces onto the KRE-O body, the head is pegged on by like a fraction of the actual peg. And that is screwing with a lot of the tolerances up there. And this is really ripping itself apart every time I... Oh, man! This is hateful! This is really unpleasant. I hate this so much. Okay, let's see. Maybe if I just skip ahead a couple steps and then stick more of these parts together afterwards. Come on, man. I don't want to hate this. I'm not a cynical person. I think cynicism sucks. I think we live in a culture of cynicism that is eating itself alive and preventing happiness or growth. And you aren't helping. You are fueling that culture. What ripped apart now? Alright, what even happened here? So this part... It's because this part is held on with a stud. It's like part of the root of the problem here. And then we're sticking this into there. Okay. And then you go on here. So what are the rest of the instructions? Let me get this folded all the way up so I'm not screwing around with that stuff too. Oh my god, this is the stupidest instruction sheet. Oh, the truck ones are along the other road. Okay, good. So you got this gigantic, elongated instruction sheet. Fantastic. As far as I can tell. Alright, so this is supposed to fold in together like this. It's this part here, when I'm trying to close the windows, that they're hitting some kind of friction. And unless you're super careful, they're just like ripping themselves apart. Okay, there we go. So now we're folding these parts up. Okay. Alright. Making progress. What happens next? Wait, are you wanting me to actually... Oh my god, this is gonna go so bad! So... hang on. Make sure I'm facing the right way. So I'm supposed to fold this up, and then this has to clip onto there, so I have to actually do a KRE-O building clip step. In theory, that's really cool. In practice, that makes me think this thing's gonna rip itself apart, going back to whoop, or that'll happen. Because this is all so tenuous. Alright. So we got that clip together. We fold these parts up. We got us a little truck. Well, let me go do that sticker. Oh no. Okay. How do I get this on without popping the whole thing apart? There we go. I want this closed up when I do the sticker. Oh, moment of truth time. Come on. I'm trying to get the sticker off and it's resisting, but we've got it going here. Alright. Alright, I think we got that together. So we got a little truck. I mean, I think that this is one of the weaker vehicle modes of this whole little subline that I've seen anyway, but it rolls. It holds solidly as a truck, provided you don't, you know, squeeze the sides. I like the way that they got this to clip together, and there's actual locking point, although I'm going to try to go back to robot mode now, and that might all go wrong. Is there anywhere for the... I mean, there's places I could just stick the gun. We could just... Oh wait, these smokestacks got to be out here. Okay. So this gun, we could just, like, jam up here for now. We could ram it in there. I don't know, just pile it back there. I'm sure that could be sorted out. But let's see if we can actually get these legs to unlock without something bad happening. Let's get the feet down. Well, alright, so I've already ripped apart the side of the truck mode. So we'll get that back together. Oh, no, that part's coming apart now. Come on! Nope! Don't! Or maybe I'll open the front first, so there's no interlocking tension up there. Ignore the fact that his head just fell off. Ignore the way the whole... This thing sucks! This is terrible! Alright, one of his arms... Both his... Okay. We'll try the Bumblebee, and we'll see what happens, but it seems like this is another time we've got a good KRE-O idea, which has been kind of waylaid and castrated by the fact that it's unfortunately built out of KRE-O parts and not a better building brick system. Anyway, that's been a V-build and an attempted transformation, and we'll be back with Bumblebee at some point here on the V-build, yo! Fun times! Okay, so I messed with this for a little while, and if you treat this thing with huge kid gloves, and you do that thing that I did first, but at the end, it can kind of work. I'm going to have a go at it here. Basically, KRE-O is still not ready to do any of this, in short. But if you know how it works, there's a way to get this to go. This feels like I wonder if LEGO mockers in the mocking community have builds like this where, you know, stuff looks good and it kind of works, you just have to treat it like it's glass. And if you treat this thing super carefully, you can start to approximate the vehicle mode. And I was even able to get it to robot mode with only a couple panels popping off. Going to vehicle mode is the easier of the two things. Going back to robot mode, that's where stuff can get messy. But let's see if we can get this up here. And there you're gonna go. Like, you don't want to push that clip together. You want to line up the C-clip and the rod and then just add as little gradual pressure as you possibly can to get them together like that. And then at the very end, and this is the part where I think just things don't really even line up correctly. There's such a tight window through which to get this over this red bar here, and that's what was causing all the problems in the main V-build footage. Alright, so we've got the vehicle mode put together, and it's together. I even figured out that you can store the gun back here carefully by plugging it into the stud on the blue part there. So, like I said before, this thing rolls well. I mean, if you gotta kind of ignore the crooked roof. And as far as I could tell, this is like possibly the weakest vehicle mode of this entire subline, so I'm willing to give it that. But then we get to this part where I want to turn him back to a robot, and so I'm like, you gotta be careful opening that stuff up, because it's very likely pushing down against this red slat with immense pressure, possibly even like to the point where you can't open this without like one of the window panels popping off. But if you get this open, then you can come to do the really scary part, which is undoing that clip. This just doesn't work. You just sort of have to wing it, and like already this wheel part has come off. Because the problem is there's nowhere to grab, right? So you just do one leg at a time, get it off like that and down out of the way. I'll do the other leg here. And try to grab as close to that little nodule of a clip as you can. Okay, so we got that. We come in here, carefully fold these up. Like I said, you gotta treat this thing like, basically like it's something that someone sort of just kit bashed together out of spare bricks, and that is held together by very tenuous stud connections. And fold this around, fold the smokestack back around. Do it one more time. And then we'll fold the backpack up. I mean, I kind of like how the backpack is sort of angled like that. It gives it a bit more of a cool look back there. Whoop! But, yeah, a lot of these panels are not held on very well at all. And you gotta treat this thing super careful. like I said, the fact that they stacked 2 vests onto a normal KRE-O body means that the head is attached by like a third of the actual peg size. I'll zoom in here to really showcase that. Like that's not enough peg for the head to grip on. Like, it'll stay on there, but if you start messing with the head too much or give it some kind of upward push in any way, it's very happy to fall out. And it's a shame because, like, this thing, it's got, like, ball-jointed shoulders that can work okay, ball-jointed elbows that work okay and have a little bit of twist. The hips, if you move them more forward than this, you start pushing the whole grill assembly off of its main mounting plates, so you can't do too much there. The feet being round like this actually helps a lot. Like, this guy stands really well in nearly any of the admittedly limited poses you can put him in. Unfortunately, he can swivel his head, but you have to pull the helmet off to do that, or the head and the helmet, and it's all kind of tricky. There's something to this. I'd love to see this build skeleton done with, say, mixel joints and maybe one of those small creator Lego vehicles, because there's an idea in here and it's neat to see, but as I said before, KRE-O as a product is so soft, springy, and imprecise that it really doesn't work too well for this. Anyway, I figured out how this guy works without him snapping to pieces, and I figured I should do my due diligence and at least show that at the end of the video here. Thanks for watching, and we are going to do Bumblebee one way or another.